Hi everyone, I'm JD from Lullaby Journals. Welcome back to my channel. I've got a collection of journals here to share with you. I'm calling it the Vintage Book Collection. All of these books I found at op shops, and I'm always on the lookout for vintage books at op shops and books that have a cover that I love, that speaks to me in some way, that I think I could not only use the pages to make pages or ephemera or collages with, but to use the cover. And as a journaler, as a writer, and as a book reader, I love using book covers to make journals out of, because it just brings all of those three things and connects them to write and journal in an actual book. I don't know, I really love that idea. So yeah, always on the lookout for awesome books. Give you a look at these. This one was a book about writing again, so that was perfect for me. And all of these have something to do with writing, actually. This one's poetry. This one's a reader, a Victorian reader. And then this one, it didn't have anything fancy on the cover, but it's also a poetry book. So let's do a flip through of these. These two are already sold, so I'll do the flip through of those ones at the end. Let me show you this one first. Representative English Poems. So here we go. Here, and I love that cover, look at that, so cool. This one I managed to preserve the spine. The other ones I had to cover with washi tape just to reinforce them, and I stuck some extra paper on the middle of the spine if I needed to. But I tried to leave things that are representative of the book, so anything to do with like the contents page, the title page, the copyright page, inscriptions, all those kind of things I tried to leave in there, plus pages from the actual book as well. So here you can see I've got the title page here. Love, love, love it. And also the copyright page, so 1930. Now what I've done, I wanted to make these writing journals, my kind of journal, so there's a lot of pages and there's a big variety of pages, so a whole bunch of coffee dye papers with all your different ledgers, grids, graphs, lines, plus some pattern papers, and I wanted to choose vintage style pattern papers, and I've been hoarding those for so long. I was going to keep them for my own journal, but let's put them in here. Got some vellum type page. Here's the contents page of the book. Love, love, love it. And then I've also included a bunch of vintage papers. So I bought a vintage paper pack quite a while ago, and I was going to use them all for my own journals, my personal journals. But again, because I can't make myself a journal this year until I use the ones I have, I let go of them in here. So we've got a whole stack of authentic vintage papers of all different types again, graph, grid, note, lined, all that kind of thing. We've got a glassine bag here, and I just love the text of this old book, so pretty. And we've also got fun note papers as well. So it's a very eclectic mix of pages, but the point is that you can write on them, and that's a vintage piece there. That you can write on them and make them your own. You can use it as a writing journal if you want, or you can do your normal add ephemera, add photos, all that kind of thing. But it's a whole blank space for you to have that creative freedom, so that you can have the choice of what you do on each page. But yeah, this is my style of journal. Love it. Look at this. Look at that. And I love the handwriting. Whoops. The handwriting is so cool on the page. So yeah, love, love, love. I love this graph vellum tracing paper page. This is embossed here, which is really cool. Fairy Lullaby. Love that. Again, look at that handwriting. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'll be tempted to keep this one for me. So pretty. With the birds and butterflies as well, and the ledger, the handwriting. So I think this is my favorite one in this collection out of the four. Oh my goodness, fairy dance. Oh, so pretty. The butterflies, yeah. This is an envelope pocket page. Gosh, there's a lot of stuff about fairies. I did choose that intentionally because I try to choose the pages that speak to me and put those in the journal. But I just was like, oh, wow, there's a lot of poetries about fairies. William Shakespeare and Midsummer Night's Dream. That's so cool. And there's the back. You can see I preserved the original backing from the book. Where possible, I did that. Okay, this one, it didn't have anything interesting on the cover, so I put my own interesting thing there, and to try to make it a bit more feminine or girly. And for those who don't not particularly interested in vintage, this one might work, but I just love that card. I'm going to have to keep that card for me. So this one I did keep some of the inside pages. So like that, those ones were attached here. So I just put the washi tape over there because I had to reinforce the spine a little bit. So you can do what you want with those pages. You can cut them out or leave them, but I thought to preserve the book, we'll just do that. Background anthology of English poetry, and then the same mix of papers, vintage papers, love that one, note papers, and just a variety of all different types of papers. I tried to put more of the blue ones in the blue covers and more of the red pink ones in the red covers, but again it's all just a mix. So you can see here again William Shakespeare. It was kind of great that I could find 2 poetry books, and then there should be a lot of writing space for you too as well. So cool. Alright, well I'll just try to do a bit of a quicker flip through. There's a lot of pages in these. There's 2 signatures and I've stuffed them full. That's what I try to do in a writing journal. I put more pages than I normally would. Love these pages here. That was from the vintage paper pack, that note paper, and just, yeah, really cool pages. And then here again, just an extra, oh, that one's an extra single page. So yeah, that is the journal. Just love looking at that. And then here are the ones that have already sold. So this one was also one of my favorites. I love the Q for quill. And I just love all the stamping and everything here. 1928. And I just love it. It's so cute and sweet. And I love the writing and just the flourishes and everything. So yeah, there's another glassine bag there, note paper. Some coffee dyed. The vintage paper pack, I didn't coffee dye those papers. So if you see pages that aren't coffee dyed, they're most likely vintage. Otherwise, they're the note papers, or the scrapbook papers, of course, like those ones. But if it's a lined paper that isn't coffee dyed, that means it's probably from the vintage paper pack. Anyway, so yeah, again, trying to preserve pages from the actual book. And just do a bit of a quicker flip through because it's more of the same type of thing. And just love it. Again, I love the edging of the book. I could have cut that, but that's how the book came. So I'm going to preserve that as much as possible, how the book came. And at the back, I just stuck this on as well and added a typewriter journal card because that library card was in the book. And again, so I just wanted to preserve the book as much as possible. Here is the Victorian Reader's 7th book, and this one is kind of sentimental to me because it reminds me of my mum, and just stuck this on the front. 1940, an Australian anthem. And so this one's really cool because it has pictures. So I chose pages that had pictures in it, which is just adds a little bit more interest to the book. And the pages feel really nice. There's one of those vintage papers. They feel really nice, these pages. They're very smooth, kind of silky. That one's really cool there. Look at that. Oh, I love that one. So they're all similar but unique. They all have their own character to them due to the book that they came from, which I love. So I'm going to be on the lookout again for more. Love that one. More pages. Look at that, so cool. I mean, not more pages, more books to make journals like this. Again, oh my gosh, I love this one. This one's got character. I like this. Well, they all have character, but this one's got like the pictures and the handwriting. Love, love, love. So awesome. This one is already taken as well, but if you're interested in the other 2, they are in my Etsy. I'll leave the link below. Otherwise, you can also contact me directly for different options. Just let me know what country you're from though, so that I can give you a shipping price. Awesome, guys. Let me know if you like this kind of journal. and definitely hope to make more of this kind. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.